They say what you do has far greater impact than what you tell. Professor R. Velraj, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Anna University, is a person who stands as the epitome of this saying. Our Vice Chancellor has a vast research experience, having published more than 200 research papers in index journals with a H index of 52 and citations more than 10,000. He has also presented several papers in international, academic research events and organized several conferences. He has authored 3 books. In addition, he has executed several research projects worth Rs 17.85 crore and more. He has guided about 35 PhD scholars and 2 MS students. He has several patents and memorandum of understandings to his credit. We invite you, sir, to deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning to everyone. Respected Dr. Sandeep Kumar Bansal, Chief Research Scientist, PhD Cell in Charge, Vishwesvaraya PhD Scheme, Digital India Corporation. He is from MITI, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. And 2 consultants from the same organization, and Director Research, Dr. Uma Rani, Deputy Directors, Dr. Kumaresan, Dr. Shobha, Dr. Saundra Nayagi, and some speakers also have come, Dr. Sankara Narayanan, and all other professors and students who joined in this session as research scholar. First, I welcome you all for this induction program. The induction program may be few days, 2 days or 3 days, 3 days. But it has lot of impact. These 3 days, whatever you are going to listen. Also, I advise you to go through the videos available in the Center for Research website. The last time it was conducted, some eminent professors, they gave some 10 to 12 lectures. That also will be useful. Today night itself you go through once, because then this induction program will become more impactful. So, what you will understand, definitely this induction program 3 days will be definitely useful to reduce your research time duration at least by 40%. Definitely it will be useful. If you are very keen in what all the experience only people are sharing. All the experience, whatever they have done during research, that experience is not a small experience. I have done some 30 years of research. That I am giving in some 20 minutes, I am given 20 minutes. So definitely that tips will be very useful to reduce your research stay time or research duration. So that information is more powerful. Right? Many people, if they don't listen others, they will wasting time. Everything if you take as a new experience in your life, you cannot succeed a lot. Many people who are succeeding in their life, they would have read many of the successful people's biography. Then you can become very successful. So here we make arrangements to give some 10 to 12 expertise. Their experience in doing research, that professors who have guided more than 20 PhDs. I have guided nearly 50 PhD scholars. I have completed. So that every student's whatever experience I have gained, supervisor also will gain lot of experience. Supervisor also will gain lot of experience during every research guidance. So when we share that, definitely it will be very useful. So you should give more importance for these 3 days. Lot of information. You can make a note of whenever the situation comes, you can make use of that information. Okay, last time, same way in the inaugural function, I gave some half an hour lecture about, but that time I have told about how to select the topic, how to conduct this literature survey, how to conduct data collection, how to interpret the data, how to write your results and discussion. Those things I have given in the last. So no, I don't want to repeat the same things because it is available as video in the that our research center website. So you can go through that website. It's all available in the video form. So now in general, what all the hurdles you may face during your research, how to overcome that, and what all the additional features you should bring in so that it will be more effective, more powerful. So on that aspect, now I thought different things I want to tell. So I got one information yesterday. So in India, 24,000 students are completing PhD every year. 24,000. Out of that, more than 1,000 students are getting PhD from Anna University itself. So this 24,000 is fourth largest in the world, next to US, Germany, and Great Britain. So we are the fourth largest producer of PhD. But our population is, it's not per capita, it is total. Our population is much higher. Mostly 1/6 population is there in India. But for that, to that population is concerned, it may be lesser amount, lesser quantity. But 24,000 PhDs are being completed every year. When you, okay, now already you would have selected your PhD supervisor. On what basis you have selected, I do not know. But somehow you got your PhD supervisor. So first thing you should understand about your PhD supervisor. Because human attitude is totally different from one person to other person. So if there is a mismatch, what he expects and what you want to do, if there is a mismatch, 4 years life will be very miserable. 4 years life will be very miserable. So you should understand your supervisor. In case if his kind of expectation and your way of doing is totally different, you change the supervisor within 6 months. Am I right? I am not joking, because it's very difficult to sail the boat without good understanding between the supervisor and the student. So that is very essential. But you have selected already. So it's better how to adjust what is his expectation, and every day how you need to conduct your research journey, everything. If you go along with him, then it will be very easy. If there is a friction, then it will be very torturing, every day mind torturing. Research will not be fruitful, whatever you are, because for research, peaceful mind is first required. Peaceful. Research in many developed nations, the atmosphere, the ecosystem created to carry out the research will be extraordinary. The student or scholar should never think about any money. You know, first of all, okay, next constraint I am telling, to carry out research, it requires a lot of innovation. Always you should apply your mind in a different way. There are two things should not be there. Financial constraint is very, very dangerous one. If there is if you are bothering about your financial requirement, the journey will be very, very difficult. The journey will be very, very difficult. So you should plan for your finance. Okay, sometimes during your research period, you may not get much money earning, because you are all in the period where you need to earn lot of money. But still you have selected this research option. But when you do research, you cannot earn lot of money. But at least sufficient money is there or not, you should, backup is there or not, you should. Many students may get scholarship, some of you may not get scholarship, but I am telling the government is trying to provide scholarship in many ways. If you go through all the ministries, now we have invited our mighty officials, they are also giving, the objective of their giving scholarship is, we have done a small mistake in the last time when they gave a scholarship. Out of the selected students, we gave the scholarship. But as per rule, they want to attract good students. So it should be intimated so that better students may come. So, understood? So our government's objective is to attract better students for research, because financial background is given by government, so that better students may come for research registration. So financial background, so somehow you need to make some financial, that is first thing. mostly male students, that is male students or scholars, the financial burden will be very high. But for female family scenario, the expectation from the family will be different. So there also you should plan properly. Otherwise, the family people cannot understand. Now you may not be knowing, at the time of writing the research only, those problem will be very high. So if you want to focus on thing, you will forget everything. You will forget everything. Only this research, writing articles or writing books or writing thesis, that time your focus will be only on that your work. That you will, in the first 2 years, you will be molded towards that. That time, you will create lot of enemies, because you would have helped to many people, but you cannot do that. You cannot do that. The help, whatever help you have rendered all these years or in the first 2 years, you cannot do that in the last 1 year when you start writing thesis. But the people expectation will remain same. So there will be a lot of problems may come. How to face that? If you anticipate that, you can plan properly. If you plan properly, you should tell, advance you tell that I have a lot of, so this planning is very essential in research journey. Okay, so financial problem, how to overlook, and family constraints and expectation from our relatives and friends, that you should know how to take care. Okay, then coming to research, okay, though some other things are there, this is which I have already told in the last that is lecture also, in the last of first induction program, but it's very, very important. I used to tell this any forum, that objective, you would have selected already this objective. But I am sure 90% of your objectives may not be very clear. Very clear. I have a lot of faith, if the question is correct, answer will come automatically. Our brain is highest, human brain is excellent. If the correct question is asked, our brain will think and the correct answer will come automatically. Question, many people they think answering is difficult, answering is easy, if correct question is imposed on them. If the correct question is there, automatically answer will come. Okay, human brain is excellent, but framing correct question is not so easy. Framing correct question is not so easy. So you should spend lot of time in the initial some 3 to 4 months in framing the correct objectives. Getting correct objective is not so easy. Okay, title is there, title also is important. Then objectives of your research, it should be something, after 4 years you are going to give answer for that. Okay, deliverable should be based on your objectives. So your question framing is very, very important. That I have told lot of examples also in the last presentation. You once go through that, how to select the topics, because I don't want to spend more time on that. So how to select the topic, it's very, very important. Okay, then data. I have, okay, then about how to carry out research, lot of things I have to, for PhD scholar, what is required, those things I have already given. Then I am going to tell about the importance of data. You are going to excel in some field, am I right? You are going to, once you become, start doing your research in a particular field, you will lose confidence in the other area. What is research? When you excel in one field, what does it mean? You will lose confidence in the other area, but in one field you will become a master. Okay, you will lose confidence in the other area. So in the particular area, you should become master, expert. You should become an expert. For which first thing required is, you should, all the data relevant to that, you should have fingertips, the values should be there, values. For example, many times I am seeing, now I am administrating this, all these years I have done research, but last 1 year I am doing administrating this university. But immediately my focus was about the data, what is the data, number of students, number of PhD, what is that financial control, everything, all the data I took it in my mind. But people bring some data, immediately I can say it is wrong. Am I right? Like that, when you become expert in the values, you should not make mistakes. Small value. For example, it will be like that. What is the population of the town? Somebody will say 70, but it is looking funny for you, am I right? It will be some few thousands. Like that you will tell in your research. If you tell, the experts will laugh at you. So you should have the feel for values in your field at least. In your field at least. So many times I am seeing, I know number of PhD completed in this university. If somebody is bringing 100, like that data will come to me. Then I will scold them, am I right? It is very irritating for me. Sometimes data is coming. Every day I am getting some kind of data like this from the people who are different administrators. They also should know about what is happening in the research department. But the data, when I get it from the administrators, other administrators, some wrong data, instead of 10,000, it will come hundreds. So that feel like that, what is the value of some stress value? That value, what kind of values and all, as a researcher you should know. Researcher also should know about the units. When you tell in units, 40, instead of rupees, if you tell paise, some value of this object thing is 40 rupees. If you tell 40 paise means how the others will laugh. The same thing will happen in many scenarios. Right? The unit also you should have a feel. The values, data, in your field of research, all this data you should have in fingertip. Otherwise, it's very difficult to become an expert. Because you will make lot of mistakes, immediately the experts will laugh at you. Okay, you know this day-to-day life, what all the things only you know. But now you are going to enter in a different field. There are lot of data involved. All this data and units, you should have a feel. Then you will not make mistakes. Okay, that is very, very important. Otherwise, many times your paper will be, when you publish paper, if you make such mistakes, immediately if the reviewer, if they come to see that, immediately, though you have done lot of other work, it will be rejected. It will be rejected. The first impact, whatever you get from the reviewer, will be totally mistake, and they will not accept your paper for publication. Then, for research, for everything is what we are doing, everybody is working for what? For human comfort, am I right? Everybody is working for the societal uplift of the society, means upbringing the human comfort. So for human comfort means any research will be towards that. Any research will be towards that. What we can contribute. So don't think if you are, sometimes you may not be strong in mathematics. Doesn't matter. Even anybody can do research. But you should know your capability and in which area you can work. Then you can excel in that field. Anybody can excel in any research. But what is the society required for which you should need to contribute? That's all. Then you will become an expert, you will be appreciated by the society. Okay. It doesn't mean that if you don't know mathematics, you should not try on mathematics something, modeling something. It's just all research finally end up with the data only. If you have lot of data, now it's the whole world is going to become, the data analytics is going to become powerful tool. The whole world will depend on data only. All these days, without computers capacity, the researchers have played with something with the data. But now the whole world is going to play with the data. So your research also will finally depend on data only. The data collection may be experimental data, some survey, some mathematical analysis, some data will come. Then if you apply your mind, your knowledge level will enhance. Your knowledge level will enhance. Okay. So if you should know your capability. I used to tell for any organization growth, SWOT analysis. I used to tell. Now also I am conducting SWOT analysis for every department and center. All the directors should present in front of me at least 3 or 4 HODs are presenting on Saturdays. What is the SWOT analysis? Strength, weakness, opportunity and challenge. If you know about your strength, weakness, opportunity, what all the available for you in your field, and challenge, for which what are the challenges, then you can sail very easily. With the strength only, you should project your talent to the others. Strength, weakness. Your weakness you should hide somehow. Others should not know about your weakness. Okay. Then opportunity, where the opportunity is there to excel your strength, that you should know. Then you can succeed. Very easily you can succeed. Some threat also will be there, how to avoid that threat. Sometimes threat also you can convert into opportunity if you are diplomatic. If you are diplomatic, threat also you can convert into opportunity. So this analysis is required everywhere, not only for any organization, even for individual it is required, then you can succeed very easily. Very easily. So any research is concerned, basic, okay, for the societal requirement is concerned, basic requirement is now after agriculture, our food is the primary criteria, now it's more than food, our health is more important, am I right? So after pandemic, the first field I can say is health. Health, then agriculture, then for anything to, any human comfort, what is required? First energy is required. Energy produce only, then the lifestyle is changed appreciably after we started producing energy. So energy, but when we make energy, it will make disaster to the environment. So the environment also how to protect, that is also now need of the hour. When you produce energy, it is possible at the cost of making disorder to the environment. So how to protect the environment also became important. So health, agriculture, energy, environment. Now next to human comfort requirement is a building, am I right? To live, you need comfortable shelter. Buildings is also one of the biggest field. Now after pandemic, this logistics also became an important field, am I right? All these the companies who are involved in the logistics, they became billionaire very short period of time after pandemic. So this logistics is also important. So all this field, it's a societal requirement. So your research should be application oriented, anything, whatever research, whether it is helping for these sectors, whether this is helping for these sectors, indirectly or directly it is helping for this sector. Some innovation you may make in some physics field, but at least after 5 years it should give some help for these sectors. Understand? But now other side technology is growing, emerging technologies, all these artificial intelligence, data analytics, cyber security, lot of fields, some 10 fields in emerging technologies, AR, VR, all these technologies, at least 1 or 2 tools, these are all tools only. These are all not directly related to societal requirement. But this will enhance the quality of the comfort, that is basic requirement. So these tools, how to use it for this basic requirement. So one tool, data analytics, you should become powerful. Whoever doing research, one of the emerging technologies you should become powerful. And one application you should take. One application. Then between these two, any research requires material, new material, or some manufacturing process, and also some kind of instrumentation. Am I right? So these three will be another kind of tool. It's not a tool, it's a development. It's also a development. Material development for solar application. Material, energy, solar means it's energy. So everything, some health application, some material you are developing for some medical requirement means it's a material development for health application. But there also some innovation technology is required. So you need to integrate these material. Sometimes your research may towards material development or some manufacturing process or some sensors. Okay. All these it may be, but there should be some application and integration of emerging technology should be there. Then only you will become a powerful researcher. Whatever you publish will be accepted easily. It will have some meaning. The publications will have some meaning. Okay, it will be improve the lifestyle of the human. The quality of life will be improved. Human requirement, human comfort will be improved by your research. Whatever it be, whether it's a automobile or aircraft, it is for human comfort only, no? Either for logistic or comfort. Okay, so the basic requirement you should know, emerging technologies, now there are a lot of emerging technologies. When all these emerging technologies have started coming in the last 30 years only, after the invent of computers. The human brain is increasing like anything after new things comes. Once your brain will start thinking, after you come to this level only, this, what is this level you can imagine. Otherwise it is not even imaginable. Whatever you imagine, you will reach. Whatever you imagine, it is possible to reach. Am I right? You should know your capacity also, your strength also. There only you need your strength. If you know whether it is reachable by you, your strength can reachable or not. Otherwise, you should not go to that direction. There are so many research, even societal requirement, if you do that also a research. Very basic requirement. But how efficiently you do it, that is what research. Rather than this, a lot of impact will be there, not for the mathematical research and all. In fact, I was good in mechanical people. If there are any mechanical people, it's heat transfer is one of the different mathematical subject. So my field is heat transfer. But during my PhD, I made lot of algorithm development and all. In a numerical method, I have done lot of algorithm development. I thought I have done lot of wonders. But there are nobody in the society to appreciate that, because it's not understandable by anyone. But nobody will appreciate that, am I right? The people, high-end research will be appreciated by few people only, because only few people can understand that. But later I started applying that in energy application, building application, common man's requirement. If you start using that technology, then appreciation will be very high. Understood? So it's very easy to make good publication which are societal relevant, So anybody can make very good research. So you should not think that I don't know mathematics, how I will do research. Don't fear. You should have confidence that you should improve the lifestyle of any society. Then you will be appreciated. You will be appreciated. It is very easy. So accordingly you should select your objectives, and how to reach your objectives. You should plan objectives, and planning your research to give the deliverable. If you do it properly within some 3 months, you can publish many papers very easily. Now we have targeted some Q1 journal, because India, lot of research is coming, not quality journals, it's not coming. But we need to produce quality journals, not only journal publication. Now our requirement is patent registration, product development, new product development, innovation, entrepreneurial development through research. All these things are required for our country to grow. So all this also you can plan how to convert. So if you start doing research, one of your family member, you can make them as a big entrepreneur with your research. You can do research parallelly, you can create lot of entrepreneurs. If you start helping, then help also will come from them. So it is a win-win scheme. Always, okay, one thing I used to tell, always you have the concept of win-win in your mind. Only if you go to someone and you beg for something, you won't get. But when you go to them, how you can help them, if you do it, automatically there will be a reverse help also will be there. So always in the research also, when you try to get something from the other lab, professors or thing, you should go there with how you can help them. How? Automatically whatever you want, you will achieve. That win-win concept should be there in mind, for not only for research, to succeed in any, throughout your career also, anywhere, in the family life also, you can succeed if you have win-win concept. Otherwise, always quarrel only will be there. Am I right? In family life also, quarrel only will be there if you try to get always for you. If you try to help, peaceful will be there, and you can achieve lot of things. So you understood about this basic requirement for the society, emerging technologies integration, and sometimes your research may be on the material development or new process, manufacturing process, or some sensor development. But anything you develop, you should know for which societal application. Understood? Health, agriculture, energy, environment, or some building sector, or some logistics. So these are the major sectors. Now I feel it's any one of these societal requirement you should work. All these emerging technologies should focus on that. So you should think that research is not a great thing. Anybody who is getting PhD, mostly people will be rewarded finally if you change your knowledge for the societal upliftment. Societal upliftment. All my, for example, during my PhD, I was in Germany. I was totally in an isolated place, so my brain was working. That kind of paper I could not have published if I am in this present scenario like here, because I was totally isolated in a small town in Germany, where if you go to the institute, those days even mobile is also not there to waste your time. So totally I was there. So I thought I have done lot of marvelous development in algorithm development, but I got satisfaction. But those papers were not cited many times. Some hardly after some 98 I published some more than 25, 30, nearing 30 years, 25, yeah, nearing 25 years, but hardly some 50 citations or 60 citations those papers got. But when the application, the papers which I, with some application and social relevance, got more than 500 citations. More than 500 citations. But finally people will see your credentials based on how much you have impacted the society. How much you have impacted the society. Impact factor, citations only will speak. So socially relevant thing only you should publish. And when most of my research scholars I am seeing who are becoming powerful, how they will become powerful. Though they are doing lot of research, those who are excelling in this, those who knows how to use this Excel, PowerPoint, the Word, all the features, whoever can use it in a best way, all the features of these things, if someone, all the researchers, whoever is knowing, they only will become powerful. So what you need to do, PowerPoint presentation, all the Microsoft PowerPoint, whatever is the features available, that you need to learn first. Then you can make some lot of magics and all in your the presentation, how to present your material or whatever you have invented in an efficient way to the others, for which it is required. Okay, now understanding that, we have now for all Anna University student, we have introduced one subject called professional development in third semester BE now, in the new curriculum. That is only about Microsoft products, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, how to learn till the end. If you don't use all these features, you cannot attract others. Okay, so you try to understand these features in a best way. Even we can connect these students along with the third semester students. Now this Microsoft is going to teach Microsoft. We have through our skill development Tamil Nadu, we have made arrangement to teach this subject to all undergraduate students of Anna University in third semester. Okay, so this semester it will be given to all third semester. So government of Tamil Nadu is paying for the two Microsoft. So for Anna University students to learn this Microsoft features. So I can also integrate all these first semester, these students with them. You integrate you can also join. We can request Microsoft to take more students. Only hardly some 500 students, no? Where?
Around 300 or
Okay. Okay, for all these students we can, no, all these 500 also we can register. Yes. All the 500 students we can register. Those who, I think many students are going to listening through online also. Those students also I am telling, you can also register. I will make arrangement to learn this professional development course which is taught by Microsoft. It's a 1 credit course only. Whether you register or not, it's take it. Even additional, it is very useful. That means as a part of your course registration, it's not required. It's a value-added course. As a value-added course, you can register and learn this. It is very, very useful. Very, very useful. Then in the final publication, when you start publishing papers, you will collect data and how to interpret the data and all I have informed in the last session, interpreting data. Then when you publish your result, mostly first you need to collect the papers published by top rank researchers in your field. But there are several publications which are available which are not worth enough to read. Okay, but you should know who are all the pioneering researchers in your field in the world. So some 10 to 20 papers you collect, their best papers. That papers you read from the beginning itself. Okay, in the beginning you cannot understand everything. Sometimes when you start reading these results and discussion, it will be like Greek and Latin. Though it is written in English, you cannot understand. It will be written in English only. But newspaper you can read, no, you can understand. But that journal will be in English language only, but you cannot understand what he wants to convey in your field of research initially. But later if you start, when you start collecting data on that, when you get something data on that field, automatically your brain will work, and you can, then after 1 year if you start reading that, to some extent you can understand. Okay, keep on reading that papers. Then in your night also your mind will start thinking. Early morning you will get some breakthrough. At one point of time you will get lot of interest on reading those papers. That time only you will get interest in doing research. That time you will get real interest in doing research. Then if even somebody, I have seen many researchers of mine, initially they will not go to lab. I should push them to the lab. But once they start getting that much interest, then they will ask, sir, night and all I want to work, can I get the lab key? But there are some restrictions, you cannot work more after beyond 10 o'clock. No sir, I want to work the whole night, they will work the whole night, some arrangement we need to do, because that much addiction they will get. Because as if they are going to invent something, that kind of feeling they will get. When you start understanding good papers, okay, then writing results and discussion on your own, it's very easy. Understand? So you should know how to read very good pioneering researchers paper in your field, and if you are able to understand everything, then you can also join with that group and do lot of wonders. If you are not able to understand that properly, then but it is possible 4 or 5 times if you start reading. But 2 to 3 times you read, if you are not able to understand, leave it. Then if you start doing the same research in your field, then one point of time you will understand. So for which sometimes if you don't get good understanding, you attend some good conference in your field. One good conference, not in the small students, BE students whoever is speaking. Experts will speak in some organization conference, so association. The association conference, some keynote speakers will speak, top researchers in that field will speak. But nowadays it is all available in the net also. Any conference means immediately it will be available. So nowadays it's very easy to do research. So you should search wherever he is speaking. If you start listening that people's that presentation or lecture, you will get confident. And also if you physically go to that conference, lot of their research scholars also will be there. They also will be, if you start mingling with them, then you will get, oh, even with this fellow is doing, why not we? You will get that confidence when you start mingling with those students, because nobody is greater than you. Nobody is that feel you will get if you start mingling with them. Am I right? If somebody comes to me, many students are more knowledgeable than me. Then after coming to me only, they will understand, when this professor is doing lot of paper publication, why not we? Then they will start doing lot of work. Understood? So you should join with the people who have lot of credentials. You should mingle with those people, then you will gain confidence and you can start publishing in a great way. Okay. So I don't want to extend my presentation. You please listen all the video lectures given in the last this session, induction program, and also this 3 days program. One Professor Balaji will be giving, he is our student only. He also did his BE project under my supervisor. My supervisor used to appreciate him very frequently. So now he is IIT professor. He is also of the same kind. He did lot of in IIT. He did lot of breakthrough research. Okay, ISRO also he has done lot of research. You will be seeing that in the coming days. But today itself. Okay, good. So Dr. Balaji, he did a very good contribution to the ISRO and all, but his papers will not be cited by anybody because his level of research is different. Then what he did, he understood, then now he came down and what is real research, changing the society only. Now very recently only he understood. Then he started doing different kind of research. Now he understood, then he started writing how to reach people, how to reach the society, and in the last few years I am seeing his way of life is different. That's why I asked them to call him for our students' presentation. Okay, it will be very enjoyable. He has written one book, I think, Joy of Doing Research. It's a very good researcher, but now what is the real life he understands. Most of the IIT professors, they do not know what is really going in the society. Okay, because they are in the different world. But some people after late 50s only, they will know reaching the society is different, then they will come to us. But being in Anna University, because many students, they reach Anna University, I understood this at the age of 35 itself. So I got many, I have more than, I have citations nearly 12,000. Only some 2% of the IIT professors have citations more than this. Understand? So that means what? This I got it because, why? Because I understood the research is to translate the knowledge to the society. So my publications will be, it's all very not difficult one. What is required for this society? I will write something. That will have lot of attraction. You should also work like that. Okay, some material development, so anything. For sometimes industrial sector means attraction will be very less. But the societal, energy, environment, health, agriculture means attraction will be very high. So you should select your application towards this area. Our Anna University, okay, one more thing, finally I will conclude. Our Anna University, we have very good ecosystem in the field of sustainable development. We have Center for Water Resources, Institute for Energy Studies here in this campus, Institute for Energy Studies, Center for Environment, Institute for Remote Sensing, Center for Climate Change. These are the centers which are working for the social requirement. Am I right? So because of this, there is a sustainable development goal. In that, clean energy and affordable development, something is some SDG 7 or 8. In that, the research, in that field, the research publication, our Anna University, these 4 campuses, the research from these 4 campuses, 7th in the world. 7th in the world. There are so many pioneering universities in the world, MIT, Harvard. But in that field, our Anna University is 7th in the world. The quality of publication and the number of citations and number of publications. Based on that, they have ranked. In that field, our Anna University is number 7 in the world. Okay, so why it is? Because societal, we are reaching the society. So you understand this at the first day of your research itself. So your research stay will be very short. If you understand this, also you try to get lot of tips during your 3-day induction program. You all you give lot of attention to get very good tips from these experts. And also you go through all the videos which are given in the first induction program. Definitely it will be useful. Okay, all the best. Your research stay should not be more than 3 to 4 years. Before that, within this period, you should complete. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure your words of wisdom is well taken by this group of students, and they have now realized the kind of institution that they have stepped into and the kind of hard work they will have to put in order to get their PhD degrees also. So now, as a token of our love and appreciation, We would like to give mementos to the dignitaries on the dais. So I request our director, Madam, Dr. C. Umarani, to present a small memento to our Vice Chancellor. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Subramani, Professor and Head, Department of Geology, to please come to the dais and felicitate Mr. Sandeep Bansal, the chief guest of the day. I next request Dr. Krishnaveni Madam, the Director, Institute of Ocean Management, Anna University, to felicitate Ms. Sonal Sinha. So sir was talking about how societal impact can be created through research. So Madam is the Director of Institute of Ocean Management, so which has a lot of connection to the Sustainable Goal Development of the United Nations. Thank you, Madam. I next request Professor T.S.N. Sankaranarayanan sir to please come to the dais. One of our speakers in this program, Emeritus Professor, University of Madras, to please felicitate Mr. Amit Goel, who is also a consultant with the Digital India Corporation of MeitY. We thank you for all your support, sir. Thank you so much. Please be seated.